country champion. He's the cyclocross champion of Spain as well. And he's super quick, and he's signed for Ineos Grenadiers. Everybody wanted his signature. Let's see how he does. He's incredibly fast, and he is the rider of the moment. Ineos Grenadiers have signed him from 2027 until the end of 2028. So basically he's going to ride for an academy squad to lead into that, and then they'll take him when they're ready. But basically this season, this rider's won everything. He started the year in Spain. He won the classification in Comarcas. He won Trofeo Santiago, top 25 in Paris-Roubaix. He won Asturias. He then won the Vincenzo Lopez. He won another race in Italy, a Nations Cup. He basically has won pretty much everything and destroyed most of the opposition as well. Capucci has taken some risks. Can he get himself now to the finish line with the fastest time? He might well be the fastest time for a little while. The Mauritian is flying. This is Kunderic, the Slovenian rider. This looks like it's going to be the fastest time of the day so far. He went through the 18-kilometre split with the fastest time, 16 seconds ahead of Hardy and 16.8 seconds ahead of Capucci. Kunderic is almost at the finish line now. The Kazakh rider, Kudnov, is watching him, and he knows that it's game over. Because this rider is going to go into the hot seat. It's going to be a hot seat for Slovenia. Kunderic has looked rapid all the way through this course. So in the colours of Slovenia, that lime green, neon green colour, it's going to be no problem for this rider. He's going to match the time on the right. It's going to be all green across the line. Kunderic goes into the lead. 49.35 seconds faster. At the 18-kilometre split, we've got a new fastest time. Rusendiev has gone 12 seconds faster than this rider we've just seen finish. Time to try and recover. The arrival of the Rwandan. Sprinting. This is a good finish, isn't it? Shimpwe Brian. His teammate is still in the top 10. 8th fastest. That's a good ride as well. This is Capucci. Can he get himself to the finish in the medals? To get in the medals, you need to ride 32 minutes, 10.81. It's not so far away now. Marouane Capucci of Morocco. Kind of deserves a top 3 place at the moment, doesn't he, after that risk taking, sliding the bike a little bit to the right-hand side. Marouane Capucci about to catch Hajir in front of him. Fear of Jordan is just being caught. Carbucci.
We've got Reinhold, the Swedish silver medalist. Carbucci into second place. Just trying to recover now. Kunteric of Slovenia leads. Carbucci second. Kugnov is in third place already. This is a fast-changing individual time trial. This is Benjamin Növal. Looks fast already. Everybody wanted his signature. The youngest sign, one of the youngest signings of Ineos Grenadiers in their history. His dad was the same name, Benjamin Növal, Spanish pro rider between 2001 and 2013. Rode for teams including US Postal, Discovery Channel, Saxo Bank. This is the arrival of Tristan Hardy, the Mauritian. He's been riding well. He did feature in one of the time splits.
The champion from Mauritius.
Here he comes.
Time trial competition and road race. 17 years
Tristan
old.
Hardy now almost at the line.
Heading up the hill here towards the finish line. And that will be.
Let's see what this time is going to be for Tristan Hardy of Mauritius. Rides for Team 31 Specialized. Fourth in Grand Prix Plouay for juniors.
100 meters.
Grand Prix Plouay is a tough race. It's at the end of August. Tristan Hardy's going to arrive now, and this is going to be a very respectable ride by Tristan Hardy. Second fastest time for the Mauritian.
Congratulations. He loses 28 seconds to Kunteric.
Tristan Hardy, the Mauritian, then into second place. Kunteric is still the leader. Hardy second, Carbucci is in third. We go back out. Momentum going. The arrival now of Prasandiev. He's been riding well. Kunteric's time is in his sights. 31 minutes 20.01.
And now close to the finish.
Prasandiev has been just behind
And we see there are 10 seconds.
Johnson at the second split, and here at the finish, he is very, very tight on the time of Kunteric, who has gone up that final climb very, very well. There was quite a few seconds, 12 seconds between them at 18 kilometres. So this rider, Kunteric, has turned round 21 seconds from the bottom. Josh Johnson is going to be... if he can just find some pressure in the legs. Josh Johnson is going to be the fastest rider for South Africa. He's going to go into the hot seat. He's going to do that now. An exhausted rider, absolutely finished. 24 and a half seconds faster. What a performance.
Congratulations, Josh Johnson. He is the man who will soon be...
Josh Johnson goes into the hot seat for South Africa, absolutely exhausted. Roberto Capello of Italy, he gets going now. (18 years of age), the Italian champion is underway. Reinold is still the fastest rider at the first split, followed by Van der Merwe and Johnson. Reinold has just gone fastest at 18 kilometres, 30 seconds faster than Johnson. Mello railing it round that turn. Heimo Fugger of Austria. It was a good performance. Reinold's time stands, and this rider is going to go into potentially second place. Yes, he does. Heimo Fugger, second fastest. Josh Johnson is the leader for South Africa so far. It looks like he's gone to a very dark place. This is the situation at the finish. Josh Johnson leads 24 seconds out of Kunteric with Prosande at third. Then it's Tristan Hardy of Mauritius, Moroccan Karbuchi and Kutnov of Kazakhstan. Special word for Roger Surin. 7th place still on a road bike. Well, Naval has taken his radio out, or it's fallen out, one of the two. It's going to start to annoy him, isn't it? Coming up to the first split. Time to beat at that split in 600 meters time is 15 minutes 36. Sef van Kerkhoff, he's about to go for Belgium, one of the race favourites. New second fastest time of the first split for Vargas of Colombia, 13 seconds down on Reinold. New third fastest time for the Austrian, Fugger. Reinold now the fastest rider at the second split, with Van der Merwe now the second fastest rider. This is Benjamin Noval coming up to the intermediate split. The fastest split there is 15 minutes and 36. This rider is closing in on that time now. Just to find a little bit more speed potentially, but he's in the ballpark. Where is the split? Let's take a little look. Is he going to be the fastest rider or not? Benjamin Noval just outside the time at the first split by 2.24 seconds. So Noval, 2.2 seconds down. He's got his radio out, so he won't have any idea of what's going on. Reinhold's time remains. Roberto Capello of Italy. Very early in his ride so far. Capello looking pretty strong so far. See as they progress along the course. Johnson is still in the hot seat. Reinhold is closing in now on that finish line. He was 30 seconds ahead at 18 kilometres. So Johnson, let's see whether he rode the final climb better than Reinhold of Sweden. Hello, looking pretty good as he pedals his way towards the first time splits. Noval trying to get as much speed as possible out of this bike. Whoops. Is he allowed to do that? I'm not so sure. He kept his hands on the outside as he got out of the saddle. Maybe a little stretch was needed. So Josh Johnson is in the hot seat right now. He's originally a mountain biker. He's ridden superbly, climbed that final climb so well. Last year he flew to Europe, took part in the Pavel Classics under-17 on the Paris-Roubaix 5-star cobble sector. He likes to say he's chuffed after a race, that's what I'm told. Thanks for that information. Vilgo Reinhold of Sweden. This looks like it might be the fastest time, just as we've been talking about Josh Johnson. This Swedish rider is pretty spectacular, isn't he? Well, he was 30 seconds ahead, and now he looks like he's going to go even further ahead. He's absolutely flown up the last climb. Josh Johnson sipping his recovery drink. It's not going to be in that hot seat for long. It's nice and comfortable, but he's going to have to vacate it because this rider is absolutely crushing it. Vilgo Reinhold is going to be the new leader of this junior time trial by nearly a minute. It took another 30 seconds out of Johnson on the climb. That's impressive. Average speed 45.305 kilometres an hour. Gives him sort of a round of applause. Well, that's fast, 45.305. Let's bear in mind that Noval is 2 seconds down at the first split. So we'll see how he progresses. Reinhold leads by nearly a minute over Josh Johnson, with Vanja Kunterich in third place.
Well, it's a hard one to tell because a lot of the junior riders don't have a lot of palmarès for them.
This is Benjamin Noval closing in now on the second of our intermediate splits. He's 2 kilometres from there now. Hasn't got any more gears left by the looks of things. He's absolutely as fast as he could possibly go. Trying to give himself a little micro rest as well. Just trying to get those legs to feel good for this final climb. He knows that he needs to hold something. Reinhold has flown his way up that final climb. Still doing over 70 kilometres an hour. Having to freewheel because he just can't go any quicker. See the definition on those calves already for a junior rider. Very impressive bike rider. There's no movement, is there? Look at the shoulders. All about the transfer of power. All about holding form as much as possible. Hugging the right-hand side of the road. Going the fastest way he can to the finish. At the second split, Reinhold leads from Van der Merwe from Fugger. Now we're getting into some of the names who may well be the winners of this race. This is the finish of Nicolas van der Merwe. Now, he's been riding well. He was 7 seconds down on Reinhold at the 18-kilometre point. Just shows how Reinhold has ridden for Sweden. Because this rider is going to have lost a little bit of time. Nicolas van der Merwe, the Bulgarian, not Polish rider, Bulgarian rider, comes up to the line. He's going to have lost more time on Reinhold, but not too much. Second fastest time for the Bulgarian.
Rider in position 2,
New fastest time at the first split for Beckham Drake of the United States of America. Here he is. This is the replay of him arriving. What a name he's got. Beckham Drake. Not spelt the same way as David Beckham. Finishing at top 30 in the junior Paris-Roubaix. Beckham Drake working well. This is Van Kerkhoven, the Belgian champion. Beckham Drake is currently the leader. He just rode the Tour de l'Abitibi, finished 5th on the general classification there, 8th in the Course de la Pace, finished in the gravel race, the Rattlesnake. He was 5th overall, and he won the Valley of the Sun stage race as well, Beckham Drake. Rides for Team California. Do you reckon he's named after David Beckham, but just with an H taken off? We need to find out. Now this rider about to start, the Canadian rider. This is Monty Rigby. Monty Rigby about to make it onto the line now. Only 10 riders left to start. We see Ashlyn Barry there on the left. Monty Rigby, 18 years of age, Canadian champion, silver medalist in the road race in Canada. We're into the last 10 riders after this. Real concentration from Ashlyn Barry. Canadian rider about to go, Monty Rigby. Monty Rigby gets going for Canada. BMW Racing Foundation team. This is Van Kerkhoven, Belgium. Looking good so far. It's difficult to know though until we get to the splits just how effective these rides have been. Seth Van Kerkhoven, 17 years of age. This is the arrival of the Latvian rider, Jorga Tumans. See how he does. This is going to be a good ride by the Latvian. Hits the line now and goes third fastest. Moves into the 3 top places.
Position 3 for the champion from Latvia. Right behind him for Slovenia. The next rider as well at the finish.
This is Benjamin Noval onto the cobbles, searching for the fastest time. Haven't seen him even figure on the 18-kilometre split. The finish of Heimo Fugger. Fugger now chasing at podium place. Let's see what the time is going to be. Good finish by Heimo Fugger. Third fastest time. Benjamin Noval at the second split went through with the 4th fastest time, 14 seconds down on Reinhold. So let's just see how he finishes. This is the arrival of Capello. Capello's gone through this second split, second fastest time for the Italian, 6.45 seconds down. And an update on Gould of Australia, who's gone through with the third fastest time, 16.86 seconds down. Van Kerkhoven arriving now at that first split. He's got 800 metres to reach there. Time to beat is 15 minutes 17.41. But Beckham Drake is the current fastest rider on the course. This is Benjamin Noval. Today, maybe the pressure's got to him a little bit because so far he's not the fastest rider along the course and he's only got a minute to get to the finish line to go into the gold medal position. Reinhold of Sweden is the fastest rider so far. This rider has still got 500 metres to go and that's easily a minute's ride. Let's see how he does. The arrival of the Colombian rider, Vargas. That's a good performance. 4th fastest time for Vargas. This is Benjamin Noval out the saddle. Just hasn't found the speed, has he, so far on the course that we've seen Reinhold reach. But let's see how he comes up to the finish. He's still got 20 seconds. He's chasing now at least a podium place. 19 seconds down is the podium finish in second place. Benjamin Noval sprinting now to see if he can go into the hot seat. Still got a little bit of distance to go, the Spaniard. Benjamin Noval is not going to be the fastest rider today. Noval finishes now with the second fastest time. 8 seconds down on Reinhold. There might be a little bit of disappointment in that rider today. This rider, though, Van Kerkhoven, is the new fastest rider at the first split. 9 seconds faster than Beckham Drake. He's on a mission this afternoon, Van Kerkhoven. One of the riders we thought might be a medalist this afternoon when we looked through the list.
26 seconds. Second grade.
The top three, Reinold, Noval and Van der Merwe. That's the current situation at the finish line.
22 minutes, 21 minutes, 50 seconds after 18 kilometers. So only 4.6 kilometers to go for McEnroe. And now we are curious if he is able to bring this advantage to the
The start of Ashton Barry. Van Kerkhoven just looks fast this afternoon, doesn't he? He's picking up speed where other people aren't finding it on that Van Riesel bike. This is the finish now. Sorry, this is the arrival of the British rider to the line now. It's the arrival of Max Heinz. He's just gone through the fourth fastest time. So we're starting to get some real battles out on this road. This rider rides, as you can see, for one of the decathlon teams, Decathlon Agi Désert Le Mondial Under-19 team. We go back to the start. Ashton Barry is now out on the road. This is Johan Blanc of France. Only 5 riders left to go after this. Just looking at the 18-kilometre split now, Beckham Drake is the fastest rider to that point ahead of Reinhold and Vassal of France. Beckham Drake producing the ride of the day. We know that Van Kerkhoven is the fastest rider for this ride out. There's the update of the splits. Van Kerkhoven 9 seconds faster than Drake, 15 ahead of Capello, 20 of Heinz, Gould, 26 seconds now. We then translate that to the second split with Drake leading. Reinhold has finished, he's in the hot seat. Not seen him yet, but he is. Van Kerkhoven trying to find even more speed as he makes his way downhill. Van Kerkhoven just won Giro del Lunigiana. He's had a lot of wins this season. 8th in Trofeo Morbihan. It's our next rider to go. This is the Australian rider, Lucas Stevenson. Stevenson about to roll down the ramp. Stevenson, silver medalist in the Australian Championships, 18 years of age, gets going. Now the first split is Van Kerkhoven, Drake and Capello, the top 3. At the second split, Capello's just gone second fastest, faster than Reinhold by 24 seconds. So it's Drake, Capello, Reinhold at the second split. Reinhold awaits now, Capello and Drake. This is Kankars of Poland. You need to be inside 29 minutes 55 to go into the hot seat. Just behind, though, is the Canadian rider who finishes. Bergeron finishes behind there. This is Jan Müller of Switzerland. Jan Müller is almost at the finish line now. long until we see the final few riders take to the race starts. Jan Muller is almost there. Jan Muller reaching the conclusion of this time trial. Going to be just under, or just over 2 minutes down, 13th fastest. Beckham Drake now, this American rider has been sparkling on this course so far today. He's been setting the fast times before Van Kerkhove started. Reinhold is in the hot seat, but this American is going to zip his way into first place. Beckham Drake, scintillating performance. 34.5 seconds faster by Beckham Drake. Van Kerkhove has just gone fastest at 18 kilometres. 5 seconds faster than Drake, 7.6 seconds faster than Capello. So at the finish line here now, it's America in the hot seat. Reinhold of Sweden is in silver medal. Benjamin Noval of Spain is in third. Here's the situation at the finish line. Beckham Drake, he leads with 29 minutes, 21.16. Reinhold in second place, Noval in third. It's painful. Let's not watch this. I think he went to a dark place. This is the Dutch rider, Michael Maurice, European champion, Dutch champion. He's a very fast bike rider. 15th last year in this individual time trial, 15 kilometres to go for him. So he's still closing in on that first time split. Looks rapid. Not too many riders left to go now. This is the penultimate rider. This is Mats van den Einde. Underway then for Mats. This is Théophile Vassal on France, fourth fastest time. Great performance by the Frenchman. Michael Maurice of the Netherlands, looking fast this afternoon. Nice position, riding one of the Red Bull Bora Hansgrohe bikes, as you can see. He rides for Team Renke Autoader. This is the arrival of Max Gould of Australia. He's had some good times out on the course. Don't think it's going to be the fastest, but he's going to be there or thereabouts, Max Gould. 20 riders left to finish now. Max Gould closing in on the finish line, but to be in the medals, you need to be inside 43 seconds. So the Australian giving it a little bit of gas, just rocking and rolling around the road a little bit. Such is the pain you feel. You can hardly even see the finish line, let alone reach it. Max Gould is almost there. Looks like he's going to be just close to the bronze medal position. That's a good ride. He beats Benjamin Noval and he goes into third. Here we are with Roberto Capello. Capello has been very strong on this race. He was only 2 seconds down on Beckham Drake at the second intermediate split. Drake is the leader with 29 minutes 21.16. Drake managed to really find some speed on that final rise. Can Roberto Capello go top of the leaderboards? It doesn't look like it's going to happen. Beckham Drake must have flown up that final climb. Capello outside the time. This could be the silver medal position by the looks of it, pushing Gould down into 4th place. Roberto Capello of Italy concludes his time trial. It's going to be the second fastest time. So things have changed. Drake, Capello and Reinhold are our top 3 at the finish line. Van Kerkhoven, though, is the fastest rider on the course, nearly averaging 50k an hour to the bottom of the climb. Arrival of the Polish rider to the intermediate time split, chasing the time of Van Kerkhoven. Second fastest time by Jan Jakovic. Here's the finish line now. Beckham Drake of the USA ahead of Capello of Italy, with Reinhold of Sweden in 3rd place. We're back out now on the road with a Dutch rider. He's almost at that split. Far away. He'll reach there in 800 metres time. Fastest time there is 15 minutes and 8 seconds. He's really turning that gear nicely, isn't it? So smooth. Here's the arrival of Seth Van Kerkhoven, the Belgian rider who comes from Catalonia. His brother Matisse rides for the physical development team. Can this rider now go into the hot seat? We know he's won that race we talked about. Lunigiana, Pogacar and Remco have won that race as well. He's catching the rider in front of him. Is he going to reach the line before Beckham Drake's time has gone past? Seth Van Kerkhoven gets a round of applause from Beckham Drake, but he's not quite there yet. He needs to continue to sprint. He needs every single second he can get. It's close, but he's going to do it. 4.97 seconds. How tight is this competition? Van Kerkhoven into the lead. Average speed 46.328 kilometres an hour. Beckham Drake in second now. Capello of Italy in third. This is the British rider, Dylan Sage. He's out on the course. That's a silver medalist in Great Britain on the track. He's super fast and expected to be in the top places at the end of this race. Dylan Sage, where's number 1? He rides for the Cannibal Victorious Development Team. That's the feeder team of Bahrain Victorious. Maurice is going through, second fastest time. He's in the ballpark.
On fire today, Seth. Just taking off. Dylan Sage took off 4 minutes ago.
This is the arrival of Max Hines. This is a good performance. We haven't really seen him on the leaderboard yet. Hines has obviously left a little bit for the final climb of the day. Keep sprinting. To get in the medals, you need to be within 20 seconds. Hines sprints flat out now. This is a good finish by Max Hines. Maybe left a little bit too much out on the road. Third fastest time for the British rider. Oh, we didn't even see him feature on the time splits. He obviously tried to ride a negative split and then sprint the finish. We know that the finish is so critical. Oh dear. It's a bit wrecked. So here's the situation. Seth Van Kerkhoven of Belgium, Beckham Drake 4.97 seconds down, and Max Hines now in third place. Here's the arrival of Ashland Barry. Ashland Barry, second fastest to the split. Ashland Barry, can he produce the time today? 9th last year. Born in Girona in Spain. A little bit of a Catalonia thing going on right now with Van Kerkhoven and Ashland Barry. Spent his time between Boulder, Colorado and Girona. Of course, his parents are Michael Barry and Deddy. Dual nationality of Canadian and American citizenship. Dylan Sage looks fast. He's got those really fast disc wheels and front wheel in that bike. Nothing left to chance for this rider. There's our intermediate splits. Van Kerkhoven leads all of the splits so far. Final rider we're following now, Dylan Sage, and he looks rapid, doesn't he? Are the medals going to stay as they are, or are we going to see some changes? Potentially Barry and Reese at the moment, most splits are going to move their way into the top places. Still get some surprises in junior racing as always. Here's our current leader, Seth Van Kerkhoven, making his way towards the hot seat. Good ride by the Belgian. Rode that to perfection, didn't he? Ashland Barry, rapid. Looks good. So members of the Omnium Junior World Track Cycle Championships in 2024 is on that FISMA Lisa bike time trial bike. Here the speed. Puts his head right down nice and low. Tries to get any free speed he can get here. 17 years of age. Shave too much speed off that at all, the American. Well, these championships have always produced top-class bike riders. Remember, for the Americans, Brandon McNulty was the winner of this championship in 2016. Go all the way back to 2005, 2006. Marcel Kittel was the winner back-to-back. Six, that's the winner last year. Josh Tarling has also won it in 2022. Antonio Tiberi in 2019. Remco was the winner in 2018. Pidcock was the winner in 2017. Win this race, you're likely to be a world-class World Tour bike rider. Dylan Sage moving across here, trying to keep the pace high. Still looks very, very comfortable. A bit of tape across the shoulders, we can see through that skin suit. We noticed that Remco was using a lot of tape on the shoulders the other day. Maurice has just gone through the 18-kilometre point, 7.87 seconds faster than Van Kerkhoven. So Maurice of the Netherlands is starting to really shift. Can Maurice now climb his way to the top of that really brutal finish and go into the hot seat? Ashlyn Barry still spinning flat out, trying to get himself to this second split. He's not far away. Dylan Sage looks a lot more comfortable as he pedals his way towards the top of the climb. He'll reach the split with 12 kilometres to go, so he's still got 1.4 kilometres to keep this momentum going. Gets into the aero skis even at this point on the course. All uphill. So Maurice is looking strong. This is Barry. He's the second fastest rider to the 10.6 kilometre split. He's 300 metres away now from the time split, which we can see just in front. And I think he's going to be outside the time. He's going to be very close to Van Kerkhoven's time, outside the time of Maurice, and very close to his teammate, Beckham Drake. Third fastest time for Ashlyn Barry. Now he needs a really fast finish. Dylan Sage coming up to this first split. Still got a kilometre to go till he reaches the top of this climb. Van Kerkhoven reached there in 15 minutes and 8 seconds. You can't really tell whether Dylan Sage is going fast or finding it difficult. He does look quick. He's getting back into the aero skis whenever he possibly can, keeping that head low, just doing everything he can, and he's breathing well. He looks like he's focused. Keeps the pedals. Look at that setup. The big carbon fairing on the gear, the big carbon chainring. He's got everything he needs to go fast. This is like a Formula One car. So it's not long now until this battle commences on the final climb. The time to beat at the first split, 15 minutes, 8.23. Van Ender's gone through there with the 17th fastest time. So the rider in front of Dylan Sage, not in the ballpark at all. Benz of Germany, 13th fastest. So it remains now for Dylan Sage to try and eclipse the time of Van Kerkhoven, Barry and Maurice. They're the top three at that first split. And at the second split, it's Barry, Van Kerkhoven and Maurice leading. It's going to be tight here between these riders. Dylan Sage closing in now. I think he's going to be outside this time of Van Kerkhoven. This is the arrival of the Canadian, Monty Rigby. Monty Rigby now reaches the finish. 11th fastest. This is the finish now of Jakovic. This is a good ride. Very, very strong indeed. Jakovic of Poland. This is a great time. Dylan Sage has gone through the first split way down than what we would have expected. 17th fastest. He's lost 38 seconds to the split. He must be on a different schedule So the Polish rider reaches the line now, 5th fastest. Dylan Sage is well off the pace, nowhere near the pace of Van Kerkhoven, Barry and Maurice. Maurice now on the final rise. This rider is going well.
And Barry is at 13.5 seconds behind.
This rider, Maurice, heading towards the conclusion of this time trial. Can he set the fastest time? He's been the fastest through the split. Let's see how he performs in the last 700 meters.
And maybe world champion. Here we go. 500 meters to go. Yeah, and more than 1 minute and 10 seconds on his hand. Mamma mia. And I think now
This rider is almost there now. Michiel Maurice.
Wonderful ride from his
Michiel Maurice is looking for the time of Seth Van Kerkhoven, who's got a bit of a wry smile on his face. Michiel Maurice is flying his way towards the conclusion of this time trial. It's been a while since we saw a Dutch winner.
And then he would have a new best time.
Let's see if he can get there. 40 seconds remains. He's still sprinting hard. There's still a long way to go. Michiel Maurice. Is this going to be the fastest time? It's going to be tight. Seth Van Kerkhoven is still in the hot seat for Belgium. Are the Dutch going to celebrate yet again? Michiel Maurice is almost at the conclusion of this time trial. He's going to go into the hot seat. Michiel Maurice is now the leader.
By 8 seconds. Nouveau meilleur temps. 29 minutes. 7 secondes pour Michiel Maurice.
Well, Seth admits his defeat there, but that was so close. And Michiel, you know what? That could just
What a
be
performance
a
by
world
Michiel
championship
Maurice.
right there. Because if we base it on the times, if we look at our screens on it, as I said, the 6 last riders to start after Barry are no.
So the top 3 now. Michiel Maurice, Seth Van Kerkhoven, Beckham, Drake. Michiel Maurice's brother, a pro, of course, with the Team Rockets. Here comes Ashlyn Barry. Barry now messing around with the radio a little bit. Ashlyn Barry, can he get himself in the medals here? He's the 3rd fastest rider at the split. Sprinting for all he is worth. Right now, his teammate is 3rd overall. Chasing the time of Michiel Maurice. of the Netherlands. Ashlyn Barry is sprinting absolutely flat out for this now. The American rider realizes he's in the ballpark. Can he get there in time? Ashlyn Barry of the United States of America wants a medal. He's now in second place overall. Pushes his teammate down into fourth place.
Barry, USA second. 5 goal.
Well, the top three change again. Michael Maurice of the Netherlands ahead of Ashlyn Barry now with Seth van Kerkhoven. European champion last year, Michael. A fantastic performance. So out on the course now. Not many riders left, only 6 riders left to finish. Current situation, Michael Maurice leads from Ashlyn Barry from Seth van Kerkhoven. USA having a good day today with Beckham Drake in fourth place. Now this rider, surprisingly, 17th place at the top of the climb. Has he ridden a different split? Has he got a different plan? I'm not so sure. He doesn't look like he's on such a good day. Maybe taking it a little bit too easy in the early stages, because he's still quite a long way now from the split, and he's just losing time. Michael Maurice, 21:37.25 to this split. Dylan Sage is going to be well outside that time. He's still got 400 meters to go. Clearly not been his day. It looks to me, from where we're looking on the results, that we've got our medalists, unless we get a big surprise. Well, he's going to be way outside the time of the third place rider. Dylan Sage was 12th last year, went off number 1 as the race favourite, comes up to the line 10th fastest. He's improving. He looks across and realises he's got some serious work to do. Can he really make up that much time? Maybe just took the climb a little bit too easy. To me, on the climb, he looked like he was well composed. So Michael Maurice, all his preparation is coming true here. He's done an altitude camp, he's been in his altitude tent, he's done everything he can do to be the best rider, and he currently leads by 7.87 seconds. At the moment, the medals go to the Netherlands, Belgium, and the United States of America.
Representing France. So, let's check who women. Lucas Stevens from Australia.
Making his way towards the hot seats.
Then from Germany, Benedict Benz. From Belgium,
Jens Maurice is his uncle.
And last but not least, representing Great Britain, Dylan Sage.
Jens, of course, very well known. Rode for Orica Greenedge, rode for Vacansoleil. There's the arrival of him. The Dutch are celebrating. Wouldn't be surprised if that celebration is the right celebration, because he looks like he is firmly in that hot seat. 5 riders are out on the track. Has this rider got his schedule wrong, or has he got it perfect? Dylan Sage reaches the bottom of the climb. Dylan Sage now has got some serious work to do on this final climb. Can he find some speed? Can he put himself in the medals? Because right now he's been left wanting out on this course. This is Agostinaccio of Italy. The Italian sprinter for the line. Let's see where he's going to finish. 9th fastest.
So hamwe n'abanyakigari rero ubona serivisi zose wifuza za banki, wifuza kwishyura icyo kunywa, wifuza kwishyura icyo kurya, wifuza kwibutsa uruganda rwo kwibutsa u Rwanda, mubasaba BKP mu buryo bwihuse kandi byoroshye cyo kwishyura. Niba kandi ukeneye cash niko nababwiraga, hari icyuma cya ATM kiguha amafaranga y'u Rwanda ushobora gusanga hariya.
Very tired, Lucas Stevenson. Looks like he's had a problem. He's had a bike change. His time trial bike is on the roof and he's on his road bike. Lucas Stevenson finishes here for Australia. Not going to be in the medals. Looks like something happened out on the course. 36th place for Lucas Stevenson. 2 kilometres to go, and we're inside 2K for Dylan Sage. It looks like he's hurting now. He's on the climb. I cannot see this happening. Unfortunately, he's lost a lot of time somewhere on that course, predominantly on the first climb of the day. He's fighting that bike. He knows that he's under pressure. He's only got 2 minutes to reach the finish line. Benedikt Benz of Germany.
Team time trial ya mixed relay. Ibirometero ni 41 na metero 800 guhagurukira hariya.
Benedikt Benz is going to be the next rider to finish. It started to look like we have our medals decided. The Netherlands, Belgium and the USA at the moment. All of the other riders have got significant amounts of time to make up on this final climb, unless someone does something incredible. At the moment in the hot seat, Michael Maurice of the Netherlands, Ashlyn Barry of the USA in second, Stefan Kirkover in third place. The time is going to go by soon. Dylan Sage just hasn't found the speed today. Some days you just don't have the legs. He looked very composed early doors, maybe a little too composed. Maybe the body just wasn't responding. We'll never know until we ask him at the finish. Sage comes across the final turn and he's got no way he's going to make it. 28.39. Michael Maurice is going to be the world champion for the Netherlands. The finish of Mats van den Ende of Belgium, 18th fastest. Dylan Sage's time has gone past now. The winner of this world title is Michael Maurice. 29 minutes and 7 seconds. The Netherlands have another world champion. His parents are sitting at home watching. They didn't come to Rwanda. Michael Maurice is going to pull on the rainbow bands. Dylan Sage has had a hard day out there in this time trial. You can see the pain on this rider's face. Earlier on in the race, maybe things were a little bit calm. Dylan Sage is going to be way outside the medals. Our medals are going to go to the Netherlands, the USA and Belgium. This course takes no prisoners. The road race course is even tougher. Sage was off number 1, 12th last year. In many people's eyes, the race favourite. But it hasn't happened. He never came back from the first splits. Dylan Sage finishes this time trial 18th fastest. He came back to 10th and he went back out to the same similar position that he was on the first split. Mikael Maurice comes from a cycling family. He is the world champion. His family celebrating back in the Netherlands. His family includes Jens Maurice and his brother who rides for the Titma Rockets. Big cycling family have a world champion. Mikael Maurice wins for the Netherlands ahead of Ashton Barry of the United States of America, with Seth van Kerkhoven of Belgium in third place. There's the makeup of the top 10 riders. The USA having a great day with 2 riders in the top 5.
To our official partners, we thank you so much. TISO, the Swiss watches since 1853, Santini, Big Mat, Shimano, and Volkswagen. Shout out to the Saka official supplier, Dalibwa, Bank of Kigali, financially transforming lives, MU Insurance, and Inyanye, always Inyanye.
Oh, it's an exciting time trial, that one. It bobbled along nicely and then really boiled up. The Dutch have had a good day here in Rwanda.